I did. Hello and welcome to the Communication Breakdown, episode 27? I don't know. Somewhere in there. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host. My name is Sandra. With me, as always, is my co-host, cohort, my brother, my partner in crime. You know him as the big, furry, fuzzy, fun-loving Viking dude, Gary, Big G, Thunder. What's
What
up, my
up?
brother?
What's poppin', sister?
What's pop? Not much. And you?
Living the dream, baby.
Did you show me your pic earlier?
I did not. I'm sorry.
Had Mancuda
I heard.
with this dude here. And our guest today, Mr. Brendan B. Squared.
What up,
Hi,
B?
everybody.
How you
How's it
doing,
going?
B?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm aight.
Good. Very good. I know the other two people, too.
It is November 14th,
It is.
6:02 p.m. We are live out of Madison, Wisconsin, and Florida, North Carolina. And Brendan, where are you?
Poughkeepsie, New York. And it's dark.
Poughkeepsie.
It's dark.
It's dark. It's dark here.
It's dark
Dark here.
everywhere.
Like 3 o'clock. It's
I
dark
know.
as midnight everywhere.
I know.
All
That's
over.
tough. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Yep.
It's okay, though.
So what's new, kids?
Just a fine Saturday.
Yeah.
It is.
Shout out to
Edward.
my kids, your son, and JoJo. Love you.
Hey, what up? Say hi to the chat. Tom, Sean, what's up?
Howdy ho. Original
Hey.
Paramutant. Good evening.
Wow. Thomas Santiago.
Hmm?
Hello.
Well,
Look on comments, I can see everybody. Amazing how that works.
The original Paramutant. Why are there others Paramutants running around? We don't
there
know
must
about?
be. Is that like original Ray's pizza? Maybe
Yeah.
there's different Paramutants, you know?
Original Rays. And they pop up all over New York, don't they?
Yeah.
Like Rays, Original Rays, and
Right.
like Rays. And
I still have never had. I don't even know if there is an original race.
hey, Brad Watts from Scythian Fates in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, dude.
Yo, what up, Brad? Long time no see, buddy.
Very cool. So anyway, today Brendan B Squared is with us. Oh, one more thing about the chat. If you're in there, be nice to one another or you're going to get booted. That's just how it is. As my brother says,
Be good or be gone.
that's the rules. I got moderators in there, hopefully posting links and watching out. So yeah, please be kind to one another.
We like to call them bouncers.
Yeah.
It's a good rule. It's a good
So
rule.
Brendan,
Yes, ma'am.
you make cigar boxes. And for how long have you been doing that? First, we'll ask this.
Actually, I started back in 2018, so not too long. So a little over 2 years.
A little over 2 years.
Yeah.
And have you sold thousands?
No,
Hundreds?
No,
Hundreds,
well,
probably.
no, not hundreds. I mean, I've sold I've just really started selling them about a year ago. So because I wanted to make sure that I thought they were good enough to sell. So I perfected a few things. I've probably sold about 20, which isn't bad,
No.
So
Have you had to invent anything in the process of your?
I don't think I've invented anything. I think I've done some stuff that I haven't seen, but that doesn't mean I invented it, because there's really no rules when you make one of these things.
Oh, good.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, there's no rules. So of course they need the proper scale length, so they sound right, because but other than that, now anything goes. So
I have a cigar box.
Yes, you do.
And now, what would my next step be?
Well, you
give it to Brendan.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Good answer.
Yeah.
It depends on what you want to build. Because, like I said, scale length. You want to buy some wood,
right?
Usually, you can use pretty much anything. You can use an old fence. You can use a chair. You can use just wood from the chair. But in any box store, you have a question, Gary?
Do you actually put the wood in the box?
That I will show you that. Yes. I think I know where you're going with this. And
just curious.
Is this a family show?
I don't want to get ahead of him.
Not anymore.
I don't want to get ahead of you. Hey, Brian.
Not anymore.
No, anyway. So you get some
wood
wood,
in
right?
the box.
This is a 1x2. You can get it at any Home Depot or Lowe's anywhere, right? So
okay, sure.
And you want about 3 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, something like that, right? And then you're going to take another piece and glue it on the bottom. So you'll have a heel, as most guitars have a heel, right? So, you got something like that, glue it together. Then you're going to take your box.
That's the best part.
You take your box. These are my favorite, nice wood ones. So, and you're going to cut. You're gonna measure where the center is. You're gonna cut, and just like that, right? So then, when you cut it, it's gonna end up like this. Okay, so you're gonna have a little cut, and then the first you measure out, where you want your neck to be. This is too long for this, but this is just for show.
Right.
And so you're gonna measure. You'll get a ruler, measure where you want the pickup to be, or the bridge, right? So, a scale length goes from nut to bridge. So, say the bridge is here, I measure out to where the nut is. This here, it's 25-inch scale. I have templates. You can make ukuleles. You can make 13-inch. You can make basses. You can go 32-inch. You can just whatever you want, but. So you measure out where you're going to cut, and fit the neck in. Okay.
All right.
And then, there's different ways you can do it, right? So you can either secure it at this point. Usually you secure it in the back with some screws. Some people glue it in. I don't like that, because if you ever have to change it, and the box is ruined, you'll just tear it apart, right? Yeah. So, but before that, I wouldn't recommend, as soon as the wood is raw like this, just cut it. Just glue it in or secure it in. You can, and then take it back out, because you're going to need to shape it. Because obviously you can't play with something. You could, but you're going to hurt yourself. So you got to smooth it out. I have one that's done.
If you were to recommend a wood for a neck for that kind of guitar, what kind of wood would you recommend?
This is red oak. I love red oak.
Okay.
I've used oak and maple. I've used poplar too, but it's kind of soft. So I wouldn't recommend poplar for anything more than anything longer than a ukulele, like a 17-inch scale ukulele, or even maybe 19. but red oak works well. Red oak. So, all right. So you get to this point, right? Then the next step is to this one's done. So to get it smooth, here's where I show you where the heel is, and fits nicely into the box, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Um,
Beautiful. Thanks for waking me up. I appreciate it.
yes. So what I do?
And you got big fender washers underneath the screws, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So there's different ways you can carve your neck. What I like to do is I'll use a router and just trim it off, round it off, and then you can use a rasp, you can use files, whatever you want. It takes anywhere from 3 to 4 hours to get it the way I want it anyway, and then just sand the hell out of it until it's smooth.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's probably a day or two in to it.
Okay.
Depending on how much time you have.
Cheers.
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 So once you get to that point, the next step is fretboard. At least that's what I do.
Yes. Okay.
So, and this can be. I've used fretboards made out of rulers, like yardsticks.
Okay.
I've used. This is something you could buy. Just a regular. I guess I don't even know what it is. Like a 1/2 x 2 piece of wood. Any wood. Again, any wood is for the fretboard. It doesn't matter much because it's glued to the neck. So it can be. I think this is mahogany. It could be oak. It could be maple. It could be whatever. So, and this one.
Gary has a question.
Yes, sir, Gary.
Do you ever paint the necks?
I have not painted a neck. I usually stain them.
So you just rub your wood with oil?
What kind of stain?
Before you put it in the box? Is that?
Yes. Yes, you
Continue. Sorry.
You take the rag and
We lost Sandra.
you take the rag, Gary, and you rub the neck, Gary, with the stain.
Oh, stop.
So, rub it with
That's too much.
What kind of stain, Brandon?
Any kind of stain. Wood stain. I shouldn't say any kind of stain.
I mean, a clear coat or a dark? Or...
No, you can. This here's. I think it's like a honey maple or something like that, or a natural.
Hey,
so whatever you want, you can use. I've used dark stain before. It doesn't come out so well. So this, I think, is a natural. You can use lemon oil. You can use tongue oil. Mitch Heyman doesn't get it.
And Brendan, don't lower your standards on my account. don't sink
Only
down to my
if
level.
you want to.
I was raising
Only if
them.
you want to.
I thought I was raising them. Anyway. So,
Look at Mitch Heyman again.
Glad we can help, Mitch.
just smoke a cigarette after the show. So,
I might have one right now.
Yeah, right. So anyway.
Okay, anyway, we got the fretboard.
Yes. So the fretboard's glued on.
Yes.
Right. That takes I usually let that set for like 24 hours.
Okay.
And then and by this time the neck is all sanded and carved and stained and all that stuff and smooth.
So you glue the fretboard and clamp it down and let it sit overnight.
Yes, it's overnight. Yep. And then once that's done, I have I buy fret wire, and it's nice little packages. So it comes in this length for me, and then and I'll cut it. But I like to have the fretboard glued before I put the fret wire on.
Sure.
Because you're putting it on there and you're hammering it down, and then you got to cut it. So.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Boy.
At that point, are you putting the wire right on the wood, or you dig a groove and then put it in, or what?
I slot them first, so they're slotted. This is slotted.
Yeah.
So they have a special saw. It's not really a special saw for fret. Well, it is, but it's It's by the tooth. It's like a 0.012 millimeter or something like that. But I mean, you can buy these anywhere. You can buy them at a hardware store.
Can you hold that like up close up to your camera?
This?
Yeah, so you can like see the teeth really good.
It's kind of like when you're cutting molding
Yeah.
in a jig. It's like one of those.
It's kind of like that. There, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you don't get.
Chad gets a better view of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
you don't get tear out.
No, and that's my least favorite thing to do is cutting fret slots, because if you get them wrong, you know.
Over.
Yeah. But luckily, I bought a couple of these templates. They're clear.
Oh, cool.
You know, so like you just get a regular piece of wood, put it on there where the nut would be.
Hey, Brian S.
And you can mark it out, pencil it, mark it out, and then cut it. And otherwise, I have in the past bought pre-slotted fretboards because it's just easier, and it's like they're like $8, and like $8 saves me a headache. I'll do it, So, all right, so we get to that point, right? It's all done.
Yes.
Get put in the box. Okay, we're putting it in the box. We're gonna put the lid on. Okay, there's that, right? So also I have sound holes in these. So you can put sound holes in them if you want to play it acoustically, because they sound fine. I mean, they're pretty loud. I have this one. That's loud. That's
wow.
That is loud.
And there's no sound hole in this one either. So that's pretty loud. So
okay.
So they're pretty.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, they're pretty loud. And there are different types of ways to put a neck in. Most of the ones I do stop at the end. I mean, it's a neck. The neck goes all the way to the end. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll usually, that's where I'll put the strap button right into the end.
Oh, sure. Okay.
But some of them, some people have what's called, they do a neck through, and I'll show you what that is. If I can do this.
Yeah, right, Brian. They kind of do.
Yeah, it's
right?
cool. It's cool.
So here's.
Look, check it out.
It's a neck through, right? So this.
Hey, you called one.
I would put a couple of ferrules here, and then have like a string through. So some people build them that way. I like them just the other way, but it's personal preference.
Sure.
And there's different types of pickups you can use in there. So some of, if you know what a piezo pickup is, it's just really like it's just a disc with two wires, right? It's like it's microphonic. So those are easy to put in, and then also you can put you can grab a pickup out of any guitar and jam it in there. And,
I was just going to ask you.
Yeah, you can. I have.
So if you wanted, you could take Gary's EMGs and put it in a Cigar box.
You could.
In theory,
you could. You probably have to fight them, but yeah,
plenty of room for battery in there.
Yeah, definitely. But I have signature ones made for the cigar box. It's a flat.
Oh, nice.
It's a flat humbucker, right?
Is it actually covered with wood?
Yeah, it's wood cover.
Oh, that's cool, man.
It's very cool. There's a company. They're called 12 Bar Blues Pickups.
Nice.
Is that this right here?
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I brought up the right picture.
You did.
Yay.
So yeah, he's made me a bunch. In the newest set I got, I had my logo put on it. So
That's cool.
Nice.
and it turned out really nice, and they sound amazing. Before that, I was just using
Amazing.
amazing. Before that, I was using piezos, and I was using just these other ones. Anyone I could find. There's a couple of companies that sell cigar box guitar parts. So there's a lot of resources out there. I learned a lot from YouTube and just talking to different builders. And there's a ton of builders out there. There's a huge community. When we were able to go out and do stuff, they used to have cigar box guitar festivals.
Nice.
So I mean,
I can't imagine the noise.
I don't know. It's
I bet it's fun.
yeah, it's fun. I don't know
It's
if
pretty good.
you guys have heard of Samantha Fish.
Oh, yeah.
I love her. I did a video on her.
She has
She's
a few. She has a few cigar box guitars that
Justin
she plays.
Johnson has a cigar.
Justin Johnson's fantastic too.
He's wonderful.
But yeah, a friend of mine in that community, Greg Hanley, I think is his name, and he built a couple for Samantha Fish, and she brought him on tour with.
Nice.
Actually, I actually built a few for some famous people. I would call. I built one for John 5.
Really?
Yeah,
Very nice.
He came to a show here in Poughkeepsie, and my sister-in-law got tickets and VIP passes. So I'm like, oh, cool, we get to meet him. So in the meantime, I'm like, I'm gonna build him a guitar, and he's big into like kill switches and stuff. So I contacted Tessie Switch and said, hey man, I'm building John 5 a guitar. What do you recommend? He said, well, the arcade button switch. I'm like, all right. So I built one, and I built it for him, and I gave it to him. Like, we went to the meet and greet, and I handed it to him, and he was going to sign it because he thought, that's what you do. You hand him a guitar, he'll sign it. I'm like, no, man, that's for you. And he goes, it's for me? I go, yeah. He goes, oh, cool, man. And he calls the road manager out, and he goes, put this in the bus. I'm going to play that later. So it's cool.
Yeah.
We riffed on it a little bit before. It was definitely cool. And then there's another young guitarist, Tyler Morris.
Hey, Dwight.
It's pretty good.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dwight.
Yeah.
Hey, Hack.
And I built him one and sent it to him. And he's played a couple of videos with it. He's going to take it on his next tour with him. So,
cool.
So I'm getting him out there.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It is exciting. It's fun for me. It's like, therapy after I'm from a long week of work. I'll come home and go in the basement and spend some time doing that stuff, So yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun. Samantha bought hers from him at a blues fest. Yeah. Yep. She does have her own cigar box at fest. It's definitely true. Definitely cool.
And Brian says it's for me. Cool.
Cool, man.
So you make mostly 3-string?
Yes.
4.
I make mostly 3.
How do you tune them?
I tune them. It's open core, open tuning. So I usually use GDG, open G. But there's open E, EBE. So it's a 151 root. And it's just easy to play like one finger chords, right? Just they all sound,
NGD.
Right. Yep.
Do you ever make a 4-string?
I have made a 4-string. I sent one to a buddy of mine. He wanted a 4-string slide guitar, and there's different ways to tune those as well. A lot of blues guys do that. Justin Johnson has a ton of videos like that. I know Sandra. I know you always post them on Facebook.
I do. I love Justin.
Yeah,
Johnson.
he's great. He's. I took some inspiration from him on a lot of things.
Really good guitar player.
Yeah,
ever tried making a 5-string like a banjo?
No, I have not tried that yet.
Because that would sound. I mean, if you tune that thing like a banjo, like a 5-string.
Yeah, it would be cool.
That would sound amazing.
It would, and I'll have to put that on my list now. But I made it. Thanks, man.
I want to cut.
Okay, it'll be the Gary, the Big G banjo.
The Big G banjo. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
And yeah, so I made a few 6-strings too for some old, just guitar necks people gave me or I found other places.
Yeah, that must be a tight squeeze.
Well, no, I use a regular neck. Use a regular guitar neck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So have you ever built guitars yet out of garden equipment?
Oh yeah.
Like shovels and rakes and.
Yeah, let me take my earbud out. I didn't stage those. Hang on 1 second here. You can still hear me, but I can't hear you. So give me 1 second here.
Sure.
I will get a few.
This is cool.
That I built from gardening equipment. good show prep I have here.
I got a
guys.
pair of lobbers that maybe I could.
That might be tough.
Ears back in. Thank you.
One of them
All right.
tree saws.
Yeah, no tree saws, but
I
I do.
got one of them.
Okay.
I do have a shovel.
That's nice.
A shovel guitar.
Nice.
I probably broke 7 or 8 drill bits drilling the damn
I
holes
bet.
in this thing.
I
That
bet
shit's
you.
hard.
So
Nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
after a hard day of shoveling, you can just strap in. But this
I'd have to
one
check-
is
That's
definitely
loud too.
it's
That
definitely
sounds
a-
nice.
It's
Wow.
definitely slide only because look at the action.
Yeah, I was
You
going to
put your
say, is
hand
that
into it,
That looks like my first acoustic guitar.
right? Action's a little high. It's slide
Yeah.
only. But
When I was
and
13,
also-
that's my first guitar.
You will learn to attack those strings.
yes, you will.
Yeah.
And this one's the most painful one I've ever built. This is a pitchfork.
Ah,
Oh, sweet.
So, and it's only a 1 string. They call these diddly bows.
yeah.
So, but
And you don't need a guitar stand. You just stick it in the floor.
you just stick it in the floor. So, and this is just one of those
Yeah.
regular magnetic pickups that I just wrapped around. And but it's not really loud this way. But it hurts. I don't like. You can't really rest it on anything.
Yeah.
So it kind of hurts. I don't play it that way.
Put a pool noodle on the lower rung.
There you
Yeah,
go.
That's awesome. And then
Hey,
So
They
Janice.
sell that as an extra attachment for like $10.
Yeah. right.
Cherry Imes.
So that's
Hello.
that's the
Mike
gardening
East.
series. That's the gardening series. So
Sweet, man.
there's also the personal injury series, which is crutch,
Oh, the crutch. I love that.
the crutch guitar.
That's
So-
awesome.
Nice.
This can this is also slide because the action's high, but you can fret it as well. And this is more like a lap steel,
Sure. Okay.
So-
Yeah. I can
Even
see
got-
that.
You got a little handy stand on it, so
Ah,
kind of cool.
Okay, now show that
Yes,
stand again,
look.
right? I don't know if I told you about this before. I was watching a Primus concert.
Yeah.
It's called 5 Gallons of Diesel. And he has this 1-string bass.
Yep.
And where that little stand is, he had like a motorcycle clutch handle
Oh wow,
with 1 string,
that's cool.
and he played it with a drumstick.
Oh,
It
interesting.
was super cool, man.
That's cool.
Huh.
So that might be something.
That is
You know?
cool. Getting a
Hey,
lot of
Les.
ideas.
And he was
So-
jamming on that thing.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Les.
But
I'll
there's
see if I can find a video one of these days.
yeah, right. So
I got the DVD. But
back to the building stuff, right?
Right.
When I said there's no rules, there really isn't. You got your fretboard on there. You got your everything's nice. So when you want to put like a bridge, there's different ways to put a bridge on, or a tailpiece. So one of my favorite things is just using like a regular hinge for a tailpiece, right? You can just screw it in, and you have your 3 strings.
oh,
So
nice.
you can find pretty much inspiration from anywhere. I've also used threaded rod for a bridge and for a nut.
Good idea.
Nut. It's already pre-slotted. you
Yeah.
know? So, yeah, there's really no wrong way to do it. Once you get the scale length set, everything else is up to you.
I just had another brainstorm for you.
What's that?
If you left that bridge, if you used like a stud like that or a cut-off bolt,
Mhm.
and left about a 1/4 inch hanging off the bottom, you take a slide, you weld a nut inside one end, and you can
Okay.
screw the slide onto the nut.
Ooh, there you go. Interesting. Very interesting, Getty. You're like the idea guy.
I am. I'm an idea man.
So I had something similar to that. I had just a piece of copper tubing that I was using for a slide, right in there. So
Oh, there you go.
right in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and I've seen guys where they'll drill a hole like here and put like a cigar tube, those metal tubes, to hold an actual cigar. Unscrew it, put a cigar in, screw it back in.
Yeah.
I've seen people put a
Or
flask
anything else you might want to put in there.
Yes. Like candy, right?
If you wish to call it that, sure.
Yes. So I mean, again, and I also sometimes will take like decorative corners, like you get any for I don't know, cabinets.
Picture frames.
Yeah, picture frames, cabinets. You can put them on there. You can do whatever you want. It's just there's really no end to what you can do. I had some I screwed this neck up when I was putting it in, so there was holes here. So I cut a piece of metal mesh, and put it on here, and you would never know.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you,
Yep.
So, and this one's got another hinge on it, and it's got a nail holding in the strings.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's cool. Yeah, that's very.
and they're all all the most. I've only made one acoustic. The rest have been all electric. So you plug them in, and they sound great. They sound amazing. As it would be. So yeah, it's been a fun journey. This is the first one I've ever built, and this was March 3rd, 2018.
Oh, nice.
So,
Look at
Those are
that.
good cigars too.
yeah, punch cigars are good, and this is a fan guard for the computer. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure it is.
yeah,
That's awesome.
and I hadn't even thought about fretting at that time. So this one's fretless. Again,
Cool.
high action. But what I did is I cut slots with like a hacksaw, and then I had zip ties, and I put zip ties in for the fret markers.
Sanded
Sure.
them flat.
Sanded it flat, and I
Cool.
got screws in here, for fret markers, and so I mean, and this one's still in tune, and I haven't even tuned it in like 2 years,
Wow.
so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Where's that gloss black one that you had on me and Sandra's show a couple weeks ago?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sharp.
That thing is beautiful.
Yeah, this one's cool.
Yeah, that is sharp.
This one, I wanted to build one for myself, and this was number 20.
Yeah.
20 down there, and I screwed up the fretwork on the lower fret, so I stuck a Zippo
Sure.
Nice.
thing. It's metal,
Yeah.
and again, and this is an older pickup, which I think it's a lace pickup. You've heard of lace pickups? They make these. They call them lace matchbox pickups, and they're 3 and 4 string cigar box guitars. So I put that on there. Carved a little headstock for myself.
Cool,
And
man.
got little skull tuning pegs on there.
Nice.
So it's kind of cool.
I'll
Yeah.
take them out. Hang on 1 second. There we go.
There it is. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Those are really cool. I like those.
Yeah, they're
colors.
cool. And again, learning, I screwed up a couple things. So I took a piece of metal, and put it in between the neck and the fretboard. And look how thick this fretboard is.
Yeah, man. It's like a,
So, but I was like, oh man, I can't get the fretboard over the pickup. I'm like, how am I going to do that? So I just threw a piece of metal in there, and it made it high enough. So, you do what you can. But I love using the threaded rod for the nut, because, like I said, it's pre-slotted. You can just this is just a little teaching tool for me on making headstocks, and
Now, how did you attach the bolt to the
It's hot glue. It's hot glue.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jeff K is asking, can you put a pickup of your choice in them, provided you advise it would be compatible?
You can put whatever you want in there. If you can wire it up, you can put it in. So, I mean, I've seen guys put regular 6-string pickups from the single coils, humbuckers. You know, the one I made for my buddy, the 4-string one that had P90s in it. So, most of the ones I make are single pickups, but I put 2 in the one he ordered, and with a 3-way switch, so it can be done. It's
a lot of room in there to wire too.
Oh man, there's tons of room, tons of room. So here, let me show you the inside. I'll show you the inside of this one.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Let me put you back up there.
Yeah, I mean, here's the input jack, obviously, but there's tons of room in here.
Yeah, there is.
You put a regular pickup in, you may have to carve out some space.
Sure.
But other than that, it's free reign. And I've seen guys put like little eye hooks in the spring, so they make their own little spring reverb. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
wow.
It's really cool. So
have you tried that yet?
No, but the first one I bought. Hang on, I'm losing my ear. I knocked my ears out. The first one that I bought from a guy in Oregon has a spring in it. I don't know if you can see the spring. There it is.
Yep.
See the spring?
Yep.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep. So and this one is still in tune. I haven't tuned this one yet, and I bought this almost 3 years ago. But I took a lot of input from this guy. Talked to him for a while, and this is like a neck all the way through. Like I said, he's got his little hinge there. So it's pretty neat. A little volume. I either put volume or don't put volume on, so it doesn't. You just use your amp for the volume if you don't have a volume knob on it, right? So, I mean, they're easier to wire if you don't put a volume knob on it.
Yeah.
So,
what's the weight of them at the end?
That depends. It's not very heavy. I'm going to say maybe 4 pounds, anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds. They're pretty light. So, except for that pitchfork, that's freaking heavy. So,
Right.
I mean, this one's kind of heavy too, but yeah. So, but they're pretty light. They're pretty light.
What gauge strings you use on them?
I use 44, 34, and 24. So, I mean, and you can put whatever you want. I've put lighter strings on. I put like 20, 13, and 9. To like a higher pitch. That sounds more like a banjo.
Right.
But yeah, I'm mostly 3-string, only because it's easier for me to play because I can't play. So I'm trying to learn 6-string. I got a bunch of regular guitars there.
Yeah, so they're all for show. Is that it?
I've messed around with a couple.
No, he can play them 3 strings at a time.
Yeah, I mean, this is like some pieces that I put together and just made.
That's cool.
That is cool. That's really pretty.
But yeah, it's cool.
Ship it over here. I'll play it for you.
Yeah. So
you mentioned a while back you made a bass before too.
I have. I made one for my brother-in-law. I don't have it here. He's a bass player in a blues band, and I made him.
You covered him up. Sorry.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
I'd rather look at the question. But he took it on a couple of gigs with him, and he likes it. It's a 3-string bass, so
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's Mike's question.
What's Mike's question?
He says, "I'm just an old farm guy, so don't beat me up here with this question. Would a person be able to send you an old cigar box, say one that their grandpa gave them, and could you do that? Thanks."
Yes, I've done that before.
That'd be awesome.
I'm scared to do that only because I don't want to ruin the box, and if it's like sentimental value, but I will do it. What
There
I
you go,
normally,
Mike. His email address is in the link or in the description.
yeah, email me. We can chat. What I'll do with like the older ones, like really old, is I'll put in some reinforcement stuff, usually on all four corners. Just when you cut it, these things get really flimsy on the and so
Oh, sure. Yeah.
so you really want to reinforce it because also the weight of the strings. I mean the weight of the strings pulling. So
Right.
they don't have truss rods in them, so it's you don't want to make them too long.
And I imagine the older the cigar box is, the more brittle it gets too. It dries out. And...
Yes,
Yep.
I've tried making
Split
one
and
with.
crack.
Oh man, it's horrible. I mean, I have. That's why I have so many boxes. Which I'm happy to say that I have a source that I get them for free. So I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
I got to know one of the managers of a smoke shop,
There you
and
go.
I made her a guitar and a lamp. Because the ones that the boxes that I can't make guitars out of, I make lamps out of. So I don't have any. Well, I do have one. Here's a lamp. So I'll put a little lamp, thing there and plug it in and turn it on, and there you go. And so I made her a lamp and a guitar. She said, "Well, you never have to buy boxes again because they sell them for like $2 to $5 when they get rid of them or they throw them out."
Right.
So she's like, "You're set." So every month or so, I'll go and get 20, 30 boxes. So
Nice.
I have plenty. I have too many.
Did you ever check out the my friend's Instagram who makes those crazy dolls? Because you were saying you were looking for something to put on.
Oh, I did. No, I didn't yet. This.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I didn't look at. I did not check that out yet.
But way creepier.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
That thing's sweet.
I was just going to see if I could.
Yeah.
Show you an example.
I have a video. It's a DIY nightlight. Check that out.
Okay.
How do you go about the paint? Do you clear coat them, paint them?
I haven't painted any. And I don't usually clear coat. I usually just put a couple. Ooh, that is creepy, Gary.
Oops.
Angle it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But no, Tony, I don't normally do any of that. I mean, I'll put like just a couple of coats of stain on it.
Yeah, look at that.
Jesus, Gary.
She's just as scary.
That's usually enough, though, Tony. The stain, and I'll lemon oil the fretboard mostly, but I don't do anything more with that. The boxes themselves, I am gonna get a couple of these boxes. I'm gonna sand everything off of it, and then I'm gonna give them to Craig Stoffco, and he's gonna paint them EVH style for me. So yeah,
cool.
I've already talked to him, so I'm gonna get a couple of these made, and I'm gonna make them striped CBGs.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's not a doll. That's actually her.
Oh wow. Oh.
Oop, my phone timed out.
Geez.
Hello, James Severin.
So yeah, it's
My
You
friend's
may
crazy German
want
friend.
to give him more than a couple.
yeah.
They may be popular.
Yeah, I've already had people reach out to me for some, so I might have to do that. Luckily, I have a bunch of these kind that I want to send him. So, and he lives pretty close to me, so I'll probably just drive him over. He's like about 45 minutes from me. So
Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a fun little hobby. It's something I'll be able to do hopefully when I retire. Just do that,
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'll learn to play.
Interesting.
Hey, Blackjack, what's up, man? Meryl J, what's up?
It's fun stuff. Definitely fun.
Hell yeah.
But I make all the bridges myself out of wood with a little bit of with just a like a fret on it.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
And if I don't use a wooden one, I mean, if I don't use a metal one, I'll use the wood. So whatever works, there. I've used batteries before on there, whatever holds the strings up, man.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
So, but yeah, there's no rules.
That's kind of cool though. But there's no
Yeah.
rules.
It is cool.
I don't like rules.
I did see a guy just built one out of a pickaxe, so I'm gonna have to email and say, hey, I need to add that to my garden series.
Pickaxe, holy shit.
Yeah, it looks pretty rough.
I bet that's
Whatever you
uncomfortable
do,
to
don't piss off the drummer.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, it's fun. It takes it'll take a good 3 days to a week, depending on how much time I have, and usually I charge anywhere from $225 up to $300, but normally they don't charge much more than that. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Custom made too for that
Yeah.
price. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
ever like clear coat the boxes or just leave them?
I have not ever done that.
I don't know what happened to the paper. When
Yeah,
you
that's
clear coated it.
why I don't.
Yeah. That probably.
But it would probably just ripple,
That's what, yeah.
But I mean, like the black glossy one, they're already. This is pretty finished. It's not gonna, nothing's gonna happen to that.
Right.
So, but yeah, some of the wooden ones, I think they're just fine with the paper. But I'm sure when I give the ones to Craig, he'll clear coat them, because they're gonna sand them down to wood. So
Right.
he'll take all the paper off, and just sand it, and I'm sure he'll clear it. I had a little sparkle or something. I don't know.
Have you thought going into the humidor guitar?
No, that could be a humidor stand-up bass if you get a big enough
Yeah.
humidor, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
But yeah, it's fun. I mean, it makes you think. So I use my brain and see what I can come up with. So,
Yeah, it makes you think of what you can make guitars out of.
right. I mean, yeah, there's
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
stuff. You can make them out of pretty much anything.
Yep.
You know,
Possibilities are endless.
yes, they are.
All right, Chad, you got any questions for Brendan? Or any of us, really?
Yeah, I blabbed long enough.
Fire away.
Hey, Meryl.
Order now. Holiday shipping season is approaching.
Yeah.
Order now. Order now.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm doing an art show in 2 weeks, and then I'll have all my stuff back on my Etsy store. I took most of it off, so I have enough inventory for the show. But then I'll put it back on. So,
What's it
and
like doing? What is it like doing an art show?
I've only done 2, and they're so much fun because it's all handmade stuff. This is like it's a arts crafts, like, I guess I don't know what you would even call it. This is a holiday show, a holiday thing. So they do it every Thanksgiving at this place near me, and I think this is the 7th or 8th year they've done it. And I mean, people come from everywhere. Just they'll sell handmade jewelry, like some kind of food stuff, like olive oil and all kinds of other stuff. Like I said, jewelry, different signs. People make like candles and paintings and other stuff. And I mean, I was the first one with guitars and lamps, so that was new. People liked it. I did pretty well. It's a 3-day show. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's a Friday, Saturday. It's Black Friday and then Saturday, Sunday. Vintage.
Actually, Brian, I've seen one of those, Brian.
Me too. Yeah, I've seen one of those. The good acoustic qualities in that one.
Yeah, I
I've seen
suppose. Very nice.
I've seen toilet seat guitars too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen
Cool.
hubcap guitars.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
If you've heard of C6 Steve, you've seen his. He's got a.
Yes, I have.
What does he have? He has a hubcap guitar, and he's got something from a car. I don't know what it is.
He's got all kinds of. Yeah. Go check out his channel, C6 Steve.
Yeah, he's awesome. Love that guy. Amazing dude. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good time.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited to do the show. The second show I did was weird because it was like one of those man show things, one of those like man cave things. You know, they'll have like this and that, and they, yeah, you can sell your stuff and sell one thing. It was a 1 day show. I'm like, yeah, all right.
That's kind of odd.
It was weird. It was. I don't think I'll do that one again. But I'm
But
glad.
who wouldn't want a cool looking cigar box in their man cave hanging
Right.
somewhere?
Yeah, really.
Especially
just
if she
glad
smokes
they're-
cigars.
Yeah, right. I'm glad
Yeah.
they're doing this show, because I didn't think they were going to do it with the COVID, but they're doing it.
You'd make a killing down here, B.
Yeah.
All the old farts down here. I mean, there's like a craft show like every freaking weekend in Florida. Oh my god.
I did think about getting one of those like travel trailers and making a couple of stops. You know, doing some of those shows when it opens up again, when the
Yep.
country opens up again. You know,
Buy a Winnebago.
I don't have that much money, so I don't know. I'll get one of those little pop-ups or something. But
Sandra and Ricky have like a vintage Winnebago. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
And it's a little short one too.
It's a
like
little 1974 Brave Winnebago D19. It's like 19,
those are cool, though. You know,
It's 19
It is
foot.
so
It's really
cute.
small.
but
It's
it's,
no
so
longer than, like-
perfect for two people.
I don't think it's any longer than like an F-350 dually. You know what I mean? Like
The
crew cab.
wheelbase is
It's like
smaller than what's on our Durango. Let's put it that way.
yeah, there you go.
there you go. You don't need much. You're sleeping in it, right?
Yeah, we don't have kids.
Did Ricky
So,
ever
yeah.
get that step welded? By the way.
He fixed it somehow.
Cool.
He didn't weld it though, but he did fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the welding debacle that was going on. I watched that video.
That's one thing I won't try. Welding.
It's fun.
I'm afraid.
Oh,
You
that's
can make
a good
so much
phrase.
cool shit. You can weld. You can make a lot of cool stuff.
I'll weld
James,
something.
James Severn, you said wood. We said wood a lot of times in here,
A
James.
lot of
Yeah,
times.
you should have been behind. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Even
missed it.
oiled wood.
I haven't showed my technique of oiling the wood.
Yo,
Gary liked it.
I did very much. We might have to have a private chat later.
Yeah.
You have my number.
Techniques of stroking.
Oiling.
Yeah, we didn't say that, Sandra. Where are you going with this? Mine's in the gutter.
Yeah,
Jeez. I'm telling you.
girls. Girls.
That's all I think about. Jeez.
Telling you.
Oiling wood, neck in the box. Holy moly.
Right. Yep. Cutting the box, drilling it. You know, drilling the box.
Step one, cut a hole in the box.
Sound holes.
Yeah. Yep. Screw it shut. Screwing it shut too. Okay.
So,
Like my ex-wife.
does anybody have a trivia question? Maybe we should give away some picks here.
Tony had a good trivia question earlier.
He did.
Well, ask it, Tony.
Shit, I forgot it.
Oh man,
What did I say?
I remember. When I'm gonna ask it, I remember what it was.
Okay, good.
Starbucks. Yeah, ask it.
Yes, he does, Sean, and all of his links are in the description to this video.
Okay, who was the first professional guitarist playing a cigar box guitar?
Oh, that's right, he did this. Let me bring up that link.
No, Blaz, who played it? Famous guitar player. Still around.
Remember who made the first one? Laz? Huh. No. Maybe.
Yes, James. We said wood several times.
Yes.
Nope,
Would
Jeff,
you?
that's no. Good guess, but no.
Close, but no cigar.
Box.
Oh.
Somebody's
Okay.
phone is buzzing.
Nope, wasn't Bo. He was one, but not the first.
That's my
Close,
son.
Jazz.
That's my phone.
Close.
I'm gonna move my phone over here. Bother Sandra.
Nope,
You
Blaz.
always hear it.
Not Robert Johnson.
I can hear it loud as hell. Bzz, bzz.
Guy who's known for weird guitars. We'll say that. No more hints.
In lots of guitars.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Brendan's YouTube link. Make sure you go subscribe.
Nope, Dwight, not BB King.
You guys are all around it.
Yep.
All around it.
Does the chat need a hint?
They already got their hint.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
true. I got a couple of them, actually. Come on, chat.
Killing me, chat.
Nope, not Buddy Guy.
Not buddy guy.
You're so
Not
close.
buddy guy.
Come on.
Nope, not Steve. Whoever Steve is. Not Chuck Berry.
Steve. I'm
Fred!
sure there's a Steve.
That guy
That was a-
named Bob!
That was a pretty generic answer there, Laz.
Steve.
Steve. I think his name was Steve.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Straighten up.
Yes, Bo Diddley did play Cigar Box, but it's not Bo Diddley.
Wow.
Buckethead.
Nope, not Buckethead.
I don't think he's
Buckethead.
played one, has
Why
he?
don't you give them a hint there
I'm
on
trying
the
to think of-
guitar there, B?
I'm
Oh.
trying to think of a hint that wouldn't blatantly give it away. Not Albert King. No, Laz got it.
How about this?
Laz got it.
Did he?
Laz got it. Yep.
All right.
There you go,
Billy.
lad.
Music
Billy-
Therapy Labs.
Billy F. Gibbons.
Yeah. Nice.
Congratulations, Les. What you're going to do now is go to picornisandra@gmail.com or get a hold of me on Facebook with your address, and I will get your pick sent to you as soon as possible.
Good job, Laz.
Roy
Good
Clark.
job.
Labs.
After 17 guesses, you finally hit the
Yeah, Steve was closest.
Steve. Yeah.
Steve.
Where the hell did you come up with Steve, Laz? Come on, buddy.
Did he mean Steve Vai or Stevie Ray
Steve-
Vaughan?
Or Steve Martin?
Steve.
Steve
oh,
Martin plays a mean banjo.
Yeah, he does.
That
He's
dude's
vicious.
amazing. Yeah.
He's really good, yeah.
Steve
He did
Moore.
album.
I remember watching Steve Martin for the first time thinking, who knew he could play like this?
I know.
Holy fuck.
On Saturday Night Live, wearing the rabbit ears and a white suit.
Right.
I remember watching that live.
Yeah. It was just, yeah. Who knew?
Yeah.
Han Solo, how you doing, dude?
So what did Laz win? I don't even know. What did he win?
You didn't show the prize, did you?
Oh, the picks. just a set of picks. I think everybody knows what they look like by now.
Show him what he won, Sandra.
Hang on.
Behind door number 1. What do we got for him, Johnny?
Inside cigar box number 3.
Ah.
I don't have anything together.
All right, Laz, you can stop guessing now. It wasn't Pablo Escobar either. Fucking
Esteban. What was that Esteban guy?
Guy. Esteban.
Remember him?
All right.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yes, I
Steve
do.
won a Guitar Story guitar tin that looks like a Heideke.
Those are nice. I like those.
And I will put a communication breakdown pick with me on it in it.
Sweet.
A Guitar Story with Ricky on it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Big G's Garage with Gary on it.
Oh, you lucky
Nice.
bastard.
And a couple of these Sugar Skull picks.
I love those.
Nice.
And just for shits and giggles, I'll throw in a Guitar Story sticker.
Nice.
Sweet. Wow.
There you go, lads.
That's a big ass prize right
No,
there.
there's no Altoids at the podium.
Here you go. Here's your Altoids.
Let's see you make a guitar out of that, B.
Actually, someone made a pickup out of this.
That I believe.
Yeah. Hey, look at that sticker. That's a cool sticker.
I have an Altoids box, but it doesn't have Altoids in it.
No?
It looks just like
Like
that
that.
one.
Yes, it does.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask what's in
Excuse
it.
me.
Gary.
And
I
hang
know
on.
what's in it.
Hang on. I got
Yeah,
something else to show you.
we heard that, Gary.
Oh boy.
Sorry. I
Oh,
forgot to mute.
Yeah,
hang on. Let me bring that up. It's butt cheeks.
I have one of those.
Now, were those your actual butt cheeks?
No,
Are those your?
Did you sit on a copier to take that picture?
no, they're a little bigger than that.
Cheeks on each side.
They're a little bigger than that. Thanks, though.
To be honest, B, they don't really look like butt cheeks.
No, they look like balls.
It was a generic picture.
I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't going to say it.
When I Google imaged butt cheeks, this is
They
what
look like balls.
butt cheeks.
Oh, don't ever do that. Don't ever Google butt
Well, I did.
cheeks.
No,
What are you thinking?
no. I Googled cartoon butt cheeks because
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah. I always clear my history too. That's gonna be on my headstone.
You got to use incognito mode when you Google stuff like that, buddy.
Clear my browser history, please.
No doubt. Gary,
Yeah.
you want to start signing us off?
I can, sure.
Alright.
Thanks for coming, everybody. You guys rock.
Miller, great.
Thanks for having me.
No, I'm not singing.
And lady.
I don't have my partner with me.
Songs are made to all right. I can't do it
Sounds like
today.
you to me.
Oh,
I just can't do it today.
That's a man Cuda thing. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming by, man. Really appreciate it. 24 in the house, 24 thumbs.
Thank you. Oh my
Fuck
gosh.
yeah,
thank
you guys rock.
Just
Thanks, B, for the cigar box building lesson.
Yeah, that was cool.
Very
Thanks
cool.
for having me, guys.
I
Appreciate
like
it.
that.
Give it up for B. Over there,
Sandra
that guy.
McCorney.
That dude.
Why not Music Den? Check out Jagos for guitar box.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Box there.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
got a lot of good stuff too.
Thanks for the heads up. Why not? I certainly will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks to everybody who tuned in. And when you watch the replay, thanks for doing that too. We got to take off.
Yep.
It's been a blast.
Yeah,
Bye, everybody.
as always.
Let me get back over to where I'm supposed to be.
Push the button.
I'm
Have a good
gonna.
one.
What's this button do?
Any last words?
Bye.
We'll see you, folks.